empty.
Come on. There you go. The clicker's coming.
No, I'm afraid it's not.
Hi everyone.
Oh, okay. So,
I'll get out the light.
Hi everyone.
2 seconds. We're just going to just sort the technology out. And then we can stop because we're going to. Oh, and just to remind everyone, we will be filming. So if anyone doesn't want to be on film, if you can just raise your hands and we'll make sure the camera's not in your direction. For this lady here. Okay. Thank you.
Hi everyone. First, I would like to thank City and College London for organizing this fantastic event for us. Thomas, behind the scene, and the team. My name is Yuliya. I am data scientist and founder of UltraScoutAI. And today we're going to talk about AI. Do you know that every single day, 1 billion questions asked to AI? As AI, we understand AI chatbots, assistants, platforms, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Perplexity, DeepSeek, all these assistants. How many of those get a great answer? Someone? Is it an answer? Yeah? How many of those? So every single day, nowadays, the latest data states that 1 billion questions asked to AI assistants, every single day. What are your thoughts? How many of those questions get a great answer, the precise answer? None of them. Let's be more optimistic. And with this presentation, I would like us to look into two fields, prompt engineering and AI search, and try to get in depth of this question and find solution. Shall we? Right, so today's journey. Today we'll explore together the following. First, we look into the magic moment, what really happens when you type a question in AI assistant. Then we move to prompt and prompt engineering, exploring what the prompt is and the clear framework to get some memorable recipe for better prompts. Afterwards, we move to the process, to understand the process, how AI generates an answer from behind the scene, under the hood. And second part of the presentation will be about the future of AI and search. Because last 2 years, especially 2025, user behavior is shifting drastically and web traffic is dropping. And this became really a big problem, which many businesses realized late 2025. And the best one, the most exciting, I would say, part, I left at the end of the presentation, AI search optimization. We tried to look how AI is reshaping search and what's coming next. The magic moment. Okay, so at the very high level, let's try to understand what happens when you enter your question or any text in ChatGPT. Let's take ChatGPT because this is most widely used AI system. So you type your question in English, right? What happens? First, AI assistant, the program, it breaks your word into pieces it understands. In data science, we call it tokens. Then it thinks, for example, in Gemini, you see sometimes it says thinking, right? So this is what it does. It searches patterns across billions of examples, their offline knowledge, and then it tries to predict basically the most probable next word. That's why they call it generative AI, because the answer is generated on the fly. And we get an answer. That's it. The key idea here, the key takeaway from this slide, I believe we need to understand that AI doesn't know things in a way we do, but it just searches the patterns from the knowledge it was trained on. Moving on to the prompt. Let's try to be on the same page. Let's try to answer on this question. What is a prompt? First, why do we need prompt at all? I hear a lot from my friends and people around who are trying to use AI, but they're saying, oh, AI doesn't understand me. The answer is too generic and it is not useful at all. Like, it's just waste of time. The reality is that AI was trained on the entire internet. For example, ChatGPT, why it was so successful? Because they invested huge amount of money to train neural network on the entire knowledge. Most likely, it holds the answer on your question. So the challenge isn't AI knowledge. Most likely, it holds the answer for you, or for what you want to get from the AI. But it's the way how we ask. And I believe late 2022, early 2023, someone defined this word, prompt, and this is basically that string which we put into AI. Prompt is the question or instruction you give to AI. Because people, when we started using AI, we understood that if our instructions are complex enough, we can it can be very helpful with many complex tasks, and it requires some kind of engineering, and that's why we got this new skill, prompt engineering, the skill of crafting prompts that get the results you want. Let's look into this example. So we have two users. One is typing, tell me about marketing. What chatbot will return on this? What response would be? It will tell marketing, definition of marketing, different types of marketing, right? It delivers an answer. Basically, it tells about marketing. The other user added more details. So the other user is writing, you're a marketing coach. Give a 22-year-old student 3 actionable Instagram tips for their food blog. Use bullet points. So in this second case, user added so many context and details that from the first shot, it will get exact answer what he was looking for, what they were looking for, right? While in the first user, it will take probably a few iterations, clarifying details with AI. They will get to the depth of the answer. That's why prompt engineering and why it actually matters. It allows us to get accuracy from the first shot, efficiency, so we are not going back and forth, asking, clarifying, ChatGPT, do you want me to do this? Do you want me to do that, right? It asks more clarifying questions, so you save the time on this. Productivity, it improves productivity when AI tools use used to correctly, they boost your productivity. They turn hours or days of manual work. For example, the most popular example, probably summarization, when you just upload to AI document with 100 pages and ask it, give me a summary of 5 sentences with 10 bullet points, core key points phrased in this document, it will give it to you, so you don't need to read everything, right? And it helps with the creativity. It unlocks ideas you wouldn't have reached alone. Yep. For the prompt engineering, I would like to introduce for you clear framework. This is a simple recipe for prompts that actually work. So this is basically a framework which helps you to structure prompt that will give you precise answer. C stands for context. So, for example, I'm a uni student applying for my first tech job, right? L stands for language, explain in simple language or jargon, no jargon, or formal language examples. When you provide AI examples in the prompt, it really follows the pattern better. In data science, this maybe you sometimes can hear zero-shot or one-shot prompting. So when you add one example, this is one-shot prompting or few-shot prompting, right? One example is enough for simple tasks, 2-3 examples for more complex one. If you add too many examples, it might overcomplicate, and you also kind of spend more money because they charge per token. Audience, this is very important. Audience, this is, it shapes vocabulary and depth. This is who is going to read your response. For example, explain to a non-technical hiring manager. So who is this response for? It is for a legal professional, it is for 5 years old. Role, R stands for role. With the role, we can assign AI with a specific experience. For example, act as a career coach for junior developer. Let's look into this example. So here we have a prompt, final prompt like this. Act as a career coach with the 10 years of experience. I'm a second-year computer science student at UCL applying for a tech internship. Write a cover letter. So instruction, write a cover letter, right? The previous one, it was just a context. Write a cover letter for a non-technical HR manager at a startup. Use warm, confident tone, no corporate jargon, match the style of this example, and paste example you like. So here, if you look carefully, all clear elements were included. And that's why your prompt is very clear for AI. Each piece of clear adds a precision to your prompt that it directs large language model, which is behind AI assistant, to a specific knowledge, right? A specific point in their knowledge, which is huge. Okay. Let's look a little bit how AI generates an answer, because we know already how we want to structure the prompt to get the precise answer. What happens under the hood? It's not very technical, but this is the flow, which is a little bit more adds clarity to the first one, high level, which we look into the magic moment. So first, in the first step, when we just press button send, your sentence is split into small chunks, which named tokens. For example, a token is an average 4 character. Okay, so one word can be split into 2 tokens. This is to translate into model kind of vocabulary, right? Then understand, each chunk is mapped to a meaning. So sequence of tokens mapped to a meaning. It means that the sequence of tokens, it contains context. And this is where AI understands the difference between bank near river is not equal to bank near money. Then the process, AI scans billions of parameters, learn parameters to find where a great answer looks like, and it generates a response. It builds a response word by word, predicting the most probable next word each time. The key insight is the more precise you prompt, the better pattern the match, the better result you get. Second part of today's talk, the future of AI and search. Why it matters? Most people haven't noticed yet. Yeah, that's me. Yeah. Most people haven't noticed yet. But the behavior of a consumer and user online, how we search information with a different intent, either informational research, we are looking for transactional when we are looking for to buy something, has changed drastically. Before we go to Google, we have this phrase, right, vocabulary, literally, Google something, we get list of links, and then we as a user, we go link by link website, we try to assess, find information we want, right, synthesize ourselves the data. Now AI makes our life easier, right? We don't need to go through the links. Why should I go through the links? You do this, right? You're AI. And we ask just ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, an assistant, and we know how to ask already with a prompt, with clear framework. We get right answers straight away and no clicks needed. Latest statistics shows that 600 million queries ask ChatGPT every day. So you can understand the scale. And we are just at the tipping point. This is the latest stats, which I was able to find early 2026. Latest surveys suggest that 59% of consumers say AI will be their primary way to find information in 2026. And we are leading to this called zero-click economy, where zero-click is the new normal. You would ask me, why should we really care? Okay, shift. Why should we care? Why does it matter? Why should we talk and discuss this? Because this is not just user behavior shift, this is a revenue shift. What happened late 2025 especially, lots of reports about web traffic found that traffic to B2B websites dropped by roughly 20-40%. And companies, maybe there is a crisis, but here is also AI kind of around the corner, which no one would probably expect that impact will be so fast and so significant. These are the latest reports. All of them is not just one report. From different institutions, we get similar numbers. As you see here, 2040 per year. This is drop of traffic to retailers, news websites, and agencies. 73%, this is for 2 years, 24-23, roughly 34% year on year. And HubSpot's organic traffic block dropped from 24 million to 6 million. This is the most famous, probably, example. So, what's next? No one clicking on the links, and business is thinking, what should we do about it? How we reach to our user? And everyone now wants to be in AI. Companies understand that their brand should be the answer AI recommends, be the trusted, cited source. Otherwise, they are out of the market. So their previous funnels of sales doesn't work anymore. No one click on Google links. And here we can, and here, this is, sorry? Yeah, it's almost. So, here we got a solution which, so this is kind of a solution which we now use to tackle this problem. How to get companies, how to basically engineer the response. We cannot engineer the response, but we can influence the response. And to influence the response, nowadays there are different terms because this is very new and the field is shaping. And this is my specialty, what I do at UltraScoutAI, artificial intelligence optimization. So this is a practice of making your content visible and cited across AI systems. There are two subfields, generative engine optimization and answer engine optimization. Sometimes they're used interchangeably, but they're actually very different. Generative engine optimization, this is more complex and more difficult to achieve. But generative engine optimization is needed to make sure AI assistant cite your content when answering questions. So basically, when in the answer, direct link to your website attached. So user right away click and buy, right? Answer engine optimization, this is easier to achieve, but it is very different. This is needed when we want to become the answer AI gives, not just a cited a source it cites. So this is basically extracted answer from your website. Combining those two, yes, in practice, this is difficult because no one knows, there is no rules at the moment. And myself, I experiment, and as I move forward, I learn kind of standards, algorithm, and methodologies which gives results. So, but I wanted to share this with you. So, takeaways from today's talk. 5 things to remember. AI predicts, not things. It finds patterns, not truth. Prompt quality equal output quality. Please use the CLEAR framework. AI is not equal to search. Use each tool for what it does best. Always verify. AI is not perfect yet. And we should trust has risen by 20% for the last year to AI responses. But if something important, please verify response and new rules. AI optimization, GEO and AEO make your brand the trusted, cited answer in AI assistant. Okay. Thank you. If you want to stay in touch, please find QR code. I would be happy to connect on LinkedIn. Thank you.
Thanks, Julia. Can we, I think we're on a tight schedule, but Julia will be on the panel, so we have time for questions then. Thanks, Julia.